Hi guys, today's video how to change strimmer line on husqvarna strimmers, especially with these heads. Well, with one of these heads, T35, T35, T45, just normal husqvarna head. And I really rate these. I really like them, I gotta be honest. I've used lots of them over the years, different types, different styles. You've got a T35, which is smaller, for the, like more of a homeowner style. T35, which this is with an M10 thread. They also do the M12 thread as well for the bigger machine. I got the same head, a T35, on my 335, anything like that, 35cc. So the same style with a bigger thread, but also they do a 45, T45, which I got here. This is a T45X. That's a bigger one. I put 2.4mm on that one, and I put 3mm on this one. Could go a bit more, but 3mm is good for the bigger one. If you buy the X series, that's just a normal T35. It haven't got no bearing in the blue part here, the bump part. On the X, if you buy an X one, this is bearing. The centre will spin. See the white band around them? That's what shows the difference. If they got a white band, they're the X series with the bearings, and so it spins freely. If you touch on the ground, that's spinning very freely around it. With this type, if that touches the ground, it's just spinning with the ground. This is spinning in the ground as well. So that's going to wear out faster than that one, because they'll just stop still, and the head will spin round there. I really like the X ones. I got a number of these on different machines and spares. Always carry with me, and we go through it now. First thing to do, light's not the best, yeah, is look at the way you could. This style will go on any machine. So you can take this idea, you put in strimmer line on anything. There's an arrow by here. Light's not very good. I'll get a light now. Husqvarna with this style head, strimmer head, and this is a quick video how to change the strimmer line. I use 2.4 on any machine under 35cc because it takes a lot of stress on the engine just trying to run. Well, I used to run 3mm on little machines, and it's not as easy. You imagine it can run a faster, just the wind, just pushing that through the wind at 3mm takes a bit of power out the cc's. So I always stay on that's my rule, 2.4, anything lower than 35. 35 up, I go 3mm then, and that's worked great for me. Anyway, so I'll just show you, this will pretty much work on any strimmer head, this idea. Whichever way you were spinning, this spins that way. If I'm looking on the top, anti-clockwise. So I put a bit of chalk on there, just to show you how to load it up if you don't see no arrows. I'm just showing you the way to remember. So that's going clockwise. If you ever put in strimmer line on, you go opposite to the way it's spinning. Otherwise, you've got to wind the cord opposite to the way it's going. So as it bumps on the ground, it wants to come out. If the mechanism broke, it'll all just come out. If it's the other way around, if you wind it the wrong way, if you're a strimmer and you hit bump on the ground and all the cord is gone, it's gone inside, you've wound the cord the wrong way. That's a well-known fact, that if you bump on the ground and your cord's gone, where's it gone? It's gone inside. You wound it the wrong way. It naturally, when you bump it on the ground, it wants to come out. The force of it spinning is shooting it out. So if this bumped on the ground continuously, it'll all come out. Right? So that's the first thing to learn, is which way you're going to wind it. A lot of them have got directional on the inside now, I'll show you. Take these off. Can you see it alright? They're simple to take off, really, really good. I'm going to maybe get an Echo Shindauer. Well, Shindauer own Echo now, or the other way around, Echo own Shindauer now. but they do good speed feeds. Anyway, until then, I'm going to use these. I like these. So press these two plungers on the side, one there, pull it forward a bit, turn it if you want to do it that way, press this one, just lean it forward, just pull it forward, leave the blue bit in the middle, right, and they will come off, still attached. Leaves all this there then, so that's, you can leave the machine alone, put the machine out the way. Do that. That's just against, you know what I mean, at the job. Right, so here we have it like that. So just push it out, pop it out of there. How much is in here? Oh look, I'm nearly out. There's not much in there anyway. Just pop it out. It does say wine code on here anyway. So, but that would be exactly what I said. That goes that way. So from the back, it's spinning that way. I'm just showing you which way it's spinning. So that's the way it's spinning. Oh, it says rubbish crayon, fiddles way. Tyre marker it is. That's terrible. Worst arrow I've ever done. It spins that way, so wind the cord the other way. That's pretty much all you gotta do. If you didn't have that on there, I know that I'm spinning that way, so wind it the other way. Right? Bring it all apart, take it all off. Most probably it'll all be gone, so you won't have this problem. I'm just showing you. The other way to show if there was no writing on it, which way is which, is look at the angle of the bit that you hook it on. You couldn't knock it on the wrong way because it'd fall off. If you started winding this way, it won't hold in there because of the angle of it. See, it would pull off. So it's saying to me, easy, but you wind that way. Right? So I got about 4 meters here. You think that would never go on there? We'll see now. Yeah, so about 4 meters here. What I do, usually I run on 3 meters. I'm just showing you how much you can get on there. Be surprised. Only on the 2.4 mind. Go halfway, get the two ends together, put the two ends together, pull them through. Just in your hand like that, pull it through. Right? And then you get to the halfway. This by here now is halfway. Pop it on there, onto the centre, just wind. Try to keep it as neat as you can. Just wind on. If you get lumps, try to even it out, spread it around a bit. Just wind on it. Neater the better. So you get more on there. So just wind on. You see, I've got a fair bit on it already. This is 4 meters worth by here. I used to do 3, but 4 to fly on there, I'm sure of it. If you've got to change, just hold it with your fingers and pop back out. Yeah, just wind on. Watch it don't crisscross. Some people will forget, not watch what they're doing and crisscross, keep going the wrong side. Make sure each one stays on the right side. But that's 4 meters. Look how much has gone on there. So that's good for a good job, that is. There's enough on there. What you do when you start coming around, you know you're going to either run out the other side. What you do, you're going to clip in by here, clip them in by there, crisscross across where you've got a join in the middle, pull it a bit tight, clip them in there. So you're clipped in. Right? On there then, the bit with the flange there, this edge, that goes down. This edge got to go down. That's got to stick through the gap. See the gap on the cover. So just push them down through there. I line up both sides with these notches. They're so fast. And just pull down in, and that's done. Put it back on the machine now. It literally takes minutes, but I still change the head. I always carry more heads with me because sometimes you haven't even got a few minutes, you just want to finish something off, and it's quicker, I find, just to have preloaded heads. So on the machine then, putting it back on is simple. If you want to wind it, if you want too much sticking out, if you want to spin it, if you want more coming out, just pull it. If you want more, if you want to wind it back in, if you've got too much sticking out, just wind it back in. All the same again, just pull for more coming out. See the two notches in here now? They're going to line up over there. So it's just push like that, push like that. You've got to line up in the centre to get on the cogs and push on. And that's it. Give it a quick pull. You can give it a pump if you want to make sure he's working like that. And then what I do, I trim him. It'll self-cut anyway. I just trim him to size. There we are. That was 4 meters with that much waste. And I could have got away with that, I'll be honest. I could have turned out, I just pulled it out to show you, but I would have got it with pretty much no waste on there then. The other thing as well, the other thing I recommend is sharpening your blades. See a cutting knife by here? See this knife? I sharpen these all the time, because if you hear them going tunk, 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 like banging, a lot of vibration before they cut, they have a really jagged cut. There's not a nice clean cut like that. I sharpen these regular. You sharpen these and there's no noise at all. And when you bump it, there's no noise. It's just a quick cut, and it's better for the machine. You've got a better edge all the time cutting than a jagged, like a rip, if they're not cutting. So I recommend taking them off with a 27 Torx. Most of the stuff on Huskies, and a lot of still stuff 27. But 27 Torx, that is, I do sharpen that. Every season I sharpen these on all my machines. So anyway, that's what I think of them. I think they're brilliant. Really good strimmer heads on the Husqvarna. The T35s, T45s, and obviously T35X, T45X. Brilliant. I'll show a few things I carry with me constantly when I go to a job. I always got spare heads, lots of cord, trimmer line. Obviously, there's my 2.4s, the orange. 3, they're stills, and these are the Japanese, which is good. Use our stuff. Cheap Chinese one, I don't rate them heads at all, but that's just a spare. I always carry spares. I have got another one of these somewhere. That's a good head. That's Oregon, but he's only on a 10mm left-hand thread in there. M10. You would go on here. You go straight on there, but that's with a push-through. They're a clever head, they are. They just push through. Push them through. I've got to buy some more on my have. So that's how it is. Which way do I go? Oh, no. Oh, that's it. So what you do then, you buy a box of these, Oregon, and you can go into each side. And all you do is push in there, and it locks. It just locks like that. You cut them to the length that you want. I'll have to find the name of it. And to undo that, you just click that. Right there, let me show you. The good heads, click that in there, and there's the nut. And I think you can change that to whatever size machine you got. But at the moment, like I said, I'm on M10 left thread. Bit of a washer there. Goes on like a blade. Realistically, that's your blade mount there, and that's just a washer for there. So it clicks and you just lock it on. But the Oregon they are. That thing, I've used them a few times. Let's say on there what it is. No, anyway, they're alright to carry that with me. That's more like brushy stuff. That's like 4mm I should imagine there. Always carry a blade. I got a brand new blade somewhere, that's one, but that's just an old one I carry. Obviously with your nut and all your fittings to convert it to a blade in case you had a brambly job. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, so here's another blade that I use. That's the Husqvarna one. So a good little blade there. That's the other head that I'm on about. That's a T35X. That's a T35X bear, ball bearing. Look how much that's worn down on that one. So much is worn away. So small it's gone. Look how much they protrude. They do weigh down a lot. That's worn down. So anyway, ball bearing, see? But that there is for the big machine. That's got M12. M12, left hand thread, of course, in there. Alright? Difference with this one than the other one. You won't get as much in here. I use 3mm because he's on a 35cc machine. I'd say only get 3 meters of 3mm into here. Right? It doesn't like, you can't get much in here. It's hard to wind it in, not as easy as the 2.4, obviously. So that's why I go for a T35 on a bigger machine. You get a lot more line in there. Right? Bit more momentum, I suppose. Well, a bigger, heavier, momentum. Harder to slow down like a flywheel. Little one, no. Definitely heavier. More momentum. Alright? Right, here I have a T35X on a 12. Say on them what they are. No, it's just a speed. So anyway, we put a new code on here now, new line. So these buttons on the side, here's how you do it. Just press it, same as the other one. I pull it back a bit. Same the other side, press it, and just leave it off. Pry it off like that. You want the outer part with the line on to come off with it. Alright? So it should all just come away like this, all together. You don't want to leave that back on there because it'll all just unspring. Keep it on there like that. Right? There's the bearing there. That's the difference in the X's. 35X, the 45X. On these it tells you which way to wind. I think on some of the cheapy copies it doesn't say which way to wind. That's why I showed you to wind opposite to the way that the head is spinning. Alright, so just pull these out. If you want to, you can. Oh, you've got to take it off anyway, so pull it out. It's a good cord. I don't know where it come from. I didn't put it on, yeah? It must have been on. This would be a second-hand head that I had with this cord on. I think it's the Husqvarna one. So undo that off. That's different, but yeah, the way they've done this is different. How have they done this? I've never seen this before. Well, they've just pushed that down in there. I've never ever seen that before. In all these years of using them, I've never seen one with holes in. Strange to me. And what they've done, they've just pushed a bit down in there. There's a good head on this one. Well, that's strange. And just pull back that way. That's if you're doing 2 individual lengths. I never do that. This is how I do it. I got 4 meters here, 12 foot, 3mm square. This is the Japanese one. Good make. I can't remember. I think it began with O or something. Get the 2 ends, put them together, pull it all apart, and then what you're left with is halfway. That'll be halfway. You get 4 meters on here, you will, on one of these big heads, a T35 head. I've got a bit of a knot in it now. I have to pull that out. I know where I am. Just pull this out. I got a knot in there. There, so I'm halfway. That's halfway. Roughly halfway. Not be smack on. That's halfway. Yeah, so get halfway. It says wind cord that way, so I know the head spins the opposite. That shows it don't like 3mm. Look how tight it is in there. Not 3mm. Yeah, 3mm. See how tight just about goes in there. These big heads, you will get 4 meters, 12 foot on you. You've got to wind it quite neatly. I'm sure you get this much on you. I can't remember now. We'll soon see now. So you've got to get it neat because it'll fill up quite fast with this thick line. Try to get, you don't want no big lump because that'll affect, like by there, I'm getting a bit thick by there. Try to even it out. You're going to pull it back and forth. We're nearly all on now. You've got to try to make sure it's in line with that. You don't want to have a big lump of it, because it will not go up in there and it'll just get jammed in. So don't overfill it. But I think it will take, it's 4 meters. Yeah, 4 meters. Anyway, so we're nearly all on now. So the shortest bit, click into there if you can. Take the longest bit round, click into the next bit. Don't mind if you can't click it in really good. You can hold it with your hands. So if it didn't, I just hold both sides like that, if it didn't click in. This then, the bit with protruding, that sticks out through the cover there. Always remember that when you're putting it back in. Just drop it in like that. Line the 2 notches up with the sides. I'm stuck against something. Maybe I did have a bit much sticking out. And what you do is come out. So just push that down in there. Clicks down in. That's the same there. Click down in. That's down in there. I'm a bit tight I am. Crisscrossed. If you're crisscrossed, just pull some out. Am I crisscrossed? Yeah, I can see there. There we are. I'm right there now. If you're crisscrossed, just pull it round until you've dropped down, because that's the lower part, that side there. You can just see the way it was lined up. Take any slack out. If I got too much sticking out, I don't want to waste that. Just wind back in. Just wind it back in, and you're there. Winding a bit more. Like I said, it doesn't like the 3mm, but it's on there. That's all it is. Just drop this back on, either do it that way so it don't fall apart. Them notches there, that's where they go through there. Sometimes you've got to turn the centre to line up on the grooves, if you know what I mean. Just give it a wiggle. It's not on, but there. Oh yeah, he's on. Make sure he's home. They click in. What I sometimes do as well to make sure is give him a press. Press it and give him a pull. Right there. It didn't go. I can't be quite. There we are. Right. So that's right. Just give it a press. You want to feel the first click that you know you're the right way. Like I said, I've really loaded that up, so it does get a bit stiff. But there we are. So I reckon not far away there. Cut it back a bit. It's a self-cut, just to roughly know the length we've got to be. There we are. Off this side. So it doesn't matter, come out. But there we are. That's worn down a lot, that have. But that's the beauty of the X1 with the bearings in it. But that's how you load up these husqvarna heads. Alright? I know it was a bit awkward at the end then. It was a lot. Like I said, you could put 3 meters on there, but you will get 4 meters, 12 foot on there of 3mm on a 45 head. They're mostly on the bigger machines, 45cc, 35 to 45cc machines. If anyone's interested in information on them auto gun heads that I showed you, you push the pieces through. There they are. Square nylon they're called. 50 piece, come in a case like this. That's where you cut it to, the lengths there. It's 3.75mm thick. I thought they were like 4mm, but they're 3.75. There's different types of heads it is, but they're all the same. Some of them run 4, some of them run 2. No, I think mine will do 4. That's right. You push it all the way through, so it gives you 4 then, instead of having one each side. That's right. It's that head there. I'm sure that's very similar head there. It comes out in 4 then. There's different things that will put it through. Ah, there is the top one. So you put it through into 4, or you can run it 2. Be honest, the 4 might take too much power. If you've got 2 sticking out, you better get a pack of this for heavier stuff and see how you get along with it. Especially when I get a 45cc, more like a brush cutter blade. This will do stuff like that then, but safer. If you're hitting against like an house or something, or bloody stones or anything with bloody blade, you know it. So that's when I go down this road. Alright? Just thought I'd mention that. They're on eBay, they are, the packs. They're on the internet anyway. But there's the part number. But I'm going to get them. Alright? Right guys, that's the way I put my strimmer line up on rows, I guess. So I can pull them off as I need to. Right? So these are the types I use. I'm going to get more in the future, but this is what I like. 2.4 is still square. That's what I use there. Anything up to 35cc, 0.95 inch, American style. This is good stuff. It's Japanese stuff, but I can't remember the name of it. It's good, but it's soft. It's very soft. This isn't one of the main ones I use. It's the 3mm. These are 3mm as well. 3mm square, still. And I find that very nice and hard. Takes some beating the still. I gotta be honest, I like still trimmer line. So my first choice is still trimmer lines. I don't mind the husqvarna stuff that comes with the husqvarnas to start with, but after that I buy the still stuff. But like I said, this is Japanese. I can't remember the name of it. It's good, but it's soft. That's the only thing with it. Breaks a lot. Right, if I'm using the 2.4 square, this is how much I get off, and this goes on to a normal husqvarna. Well, most ones. I grab one, me over this way. So that's like 1 meter, I'd say, like one good arm length. 2, 3. I'll definitely go on there. That's like 3 meters. I tell you what, we go for 4. Sometimes I can do a 4. All depends how big the heads are. But that's 4 with so much wastage we got now. That's all I do. Today's video, I'll be showing how to put a new strimmer line on a Husqvarna 525 RXJ, or any of the Husqvarnas with this style head. It's the T35, just normal Husqvarna head. And I really rate these. I really like them, I gotta be honest. I've used lots of them over the years. Different types, different styles. You've got the T35, which is smaller, like more of a homeowner style. T35, which this is with an M10 thread. They also do the M12 thread as well for the bigger machine. I got the same head, a T35, on my 335, anything like that, 35cc. So the same style with a bigger thread, but also they do a 45, T45, which I got here. This is a T45X, that's a bigger one. I put 2.4mm on that one, and I put 3mm on this one. Could go a bit more, but 3mm is good for the bigger one. If you buy the X series, that's just a normal T35. It haven't got no bearing in the blue part here, the bump part. On the X, if you buy an X one, this is bearing. The centre will spin. See the white band around them? That's what shows the difference. If they got a white band, they're the X series with the bearings, and so it spins freely. If you touch on the ground, that's spinning very freely around it. With this type, if that touches the ground, it's just spinning with the ground. This is spinning in the ground as well. So that's going to wear out faster than that one, because they'll just stop still, and the head will spin round there. I really like the X ones. I got a number of these on different machines on spares. Always carry with me, and we'll go through it now. First thing to do, light's not the best, yeah, is look at the way you could. This style will go on any machine. So you can take this idea, you put in strimmer line on anything. There's an arrow by here. Light's not very good. I'll get a light now.